the Metropolitan Opera radio broadcasts. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here for our final Sunday matinee performance of the season and for staying for this very brief chat with our marvelous cast. So congratulations to all of you. Oh my gosh, it was so exciting. How does it feel?
Hot.
We are just waiting for Turandot to get into something more comfortable. So, since nobody has to worry about getting beheaded, I wonder if we could start by everyone saying their name and where they're from. Juliana, do you want to start?
Hello, everybody. I'm Juliana Grigorian, soprano from Armenia. Very nice to see you here today. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Roberto Alagna. I'm from Italy and France. And
So hello, I am Ukrainian conductor Oksana Lenik.
Hello everybody, I'm Liudmyla Monastyrska, Ukrainian singer.
Hi, my name is Puccini. I come from China.
So as you can see, great talent is truly international and knows no borders, which is something that the world could probably think about. For those of you who perform Turandot internationally, what makes this Franco Zeffirelli production at the Met so different?
So for me, it's really an honor conduct this marvelous production. It doesn't exist in any other theater in the world, and to return for me, because 2 years ago, 2024, I did my Metropolitan debut with this production, and I'm very honored to come back and to conduct this one more time. I'm really enjoying every moment to stay in the pit and to look to this incredible staging.
for me, I think this production is the most beautiful in the world. And I am very happy that the Met keep doing and propose this production, because I think this production is for eternity.
For me, story time. So 2 years ago, when I did my debut at the Met as a new, I actually jumped in, and actually I never saw the set by its complete lighting, beauty, and etc. So it's a performance time, and it's the second act, and we go out with tenor, and I'm like, it was unreal for me, and my Liu was in shock of that day. So it was really so unbelievably beautiful, and I think as my colleagues, I'm also very honored to be part of this production, and because it's eternal by its magic and beauty. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You know, it is truly grand opera at its grandest, and we are so proud to bring it to the world and to everybody in New York City who is sitting here in this house. So what an honor it is to be on this stage with this production. And now just a little bit from each of you about your roles. Juliana, as you mentioned, you made your Met debut with this role. You were still a young artist in the Young Artist Development Program here at the Met. And Puccini cared so much about your character, he actually wrote the text for your final aria. What is the secret for you producing those beautiful floating high notes, especially in that final aria?
So usually I don't let my characters to have an effect on me in my real life, but Liu is an exception, because she inspires me always with her resilience, loyalty, and strength, even when I'm not performing her. She's very inspiring, and actually an honor to perform that woman, and it's incredible experience for me. So, and especially on this stage in this historical house, it's just a pure happiness for me. And yeah, oh my God, yes, her music is indeed very, very beautiful, and it has some difficulty in, especially for me. Like, people are separating into groups, let's say. The first group likes the first aria, Signora Ascolta, and the second one loves like to get the Gelsa Cida, the last one. But personally, me, I'm a fan of the middle aria, Tanto Amore, yes, because it just reveals the true inner world of the you. So it's not hard. it's not easy. Sorry, it's hard, but I really enjoy it. It's just magical music for me.
So you think more about the character and the music itself, and not thinking so much about the technique and high notes and things?
Everything together, but you know, the music is so magical and beautiful that it just like supports you.
Oh, wonderful. Hey, Shin,
Yes.
you
Hi.
are the king of Tartary, but you've lost your kingdom, and everything is gone. How do you portray Timur's strength?
In Chinese, we always say, camel. When the camel dead, but still camel. So, even though I've been chasing my enemies, I left my country, but I'm still a king. So I just tried to be old and powerful, but also witness. And with all the relationship with my son, my kind of like daughter, I love both of them, and I don't want to lose any of them. So kind of like in those, and also I'm always thinking about the words, and the words give me the strength and to sing. You don't have to think too much. You just think about the words. Sometimes easy, and with all of the relationships, and that's kind of.
And your final outcry when Yu dies is so powerful. Could you talk about creating that?
Yeah, that's a good moment for Timur because he has been chasing and he lost the daughter, and I think Timur has a deep love with her, and when she died, he feels so angry, and that's the moment I could sing just out. I don't have to think about any dynamic, the softness. No, I don't have to think anything. I just sing straight out with my anger. So that's the moment I really enjoy.
And it's great because you change the mind of that fickle populace, and then they are all a little bit ashamed of themselves. Liudmyla, Turandot is a notoriously challenging role. Is it for you?
Yes, thank you for the question. Yes, it's a good role for me. I adore this role. I really love this role. Actually, here on this amazing stage, I do this role second time. I'm very happy and, of course, lucky to go to this stage, this absolutely amazing, fabulous stage, theater. Okay, and thank you for audience. Thank you so much, and very happy to be to do this role with my amazing colleagues. Thank you so much. So, of course, this is challenge. Your question was, challenge role. Yeah, I love this moment when I have kiss with Calàf.
She is kissed.
Yeah, it's my favorite moment. Okay, so yeah. And then after that, the Turandot, usual, a very kind person, a very lovely person. Yes, actually, it's interesting to do this different role. Yes, because my aria is very strong. Because my stage not a lot of jazz static, yes. But in my singing, I should do a very strong, very strong. And after that, I like my singing after the kiss. You know, it's lighter for me. It's easier for me. Thank you for your question.
Yes, thank you. Pastoreggia is such a important aria and very challenging, as you say, with the technique. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about how you have the confidence to project her utter power as the princess?
Thank you for your question. I try, don't push this, you know. Just sing with breath, you know, with breath, you know. But strong, with articulation, you know. It's difficult for me. It's not easy role, you know, but it's very interesting role. I am happy, especially in this production, you know, to do this role. Thank you.
Yes, Roberto. You made your Met debut in 1996. Juliana wasn't born yet, she's telling us. So congratulations on 3 decades of starring in this house.
Thanks to you.
That is just incredible. Do you still love singing Nessun Dorma?
Sure. I love the entire opera because we are thinking all the time on Nessun Dorma, but you have very, very difficult moment during the opera. And sure, this aria, it's amazing because everybody knows this aria. I think it's interesting because this character lost everything, no? Like his father, the kingdom, Doma, and everything. And when he saw the picture of Turandot, he fell in love. And he said in his mind, I lost everything, now I have everything to win. You know, the love, glory, power, everything. I will be again the prince. And when you sing this vincero, this aria, because a lot of people call this aria vincero, not Nessun Dorma, because it's the most important note. It's very difficult because everybody waits for that, and you have a big responsibility on that. But I think after 30 years, I have nothing to lose, like Calàf. Only to win.
Could you share your secret for singing with such power and freshness in your voice after all these years of a long, productive career?
You must be happy in life. This is very important. When you have joy in your soul, nothing it's impossible. You can reach everything.
That's really beautiful. Something else for us to remember today. Maestro Oksana Liniv, as you said, you made your Met debut with this opera in 2024. One thing I really appreciated about your conducting today is not only the big moments, but you were very sensitive. You really were controlling the balance so that we could hear the principal singers, even when they were singing pianissimi. How important is that for you?
Yes, it's very particular score, especially for this, what you said now, because it's the last opera of Puccini. Every time I'm conducting this, I have to sing. It's also a sadness, big sadness inside of this opera. And when Puccini wrote the score, he took a lot of time, for example, for the orchestration, and he knew very well what was happened around in the world, in the music. For example, he attended to a ballet of Stravinsky. He knew music Kornholz, he knew music by Richard Strauss, he knew music by Schoenberg, by Debussy, and everything what was around already developing in the music literature, he put it inside of the score. And always when I'm conducting this, I'm not only thinking about what you said, this big moment, but also about all the colors and nuances. from chamber music, like you, for example, sing an aria, whereas only playing one voice and one oboe and one solo violin, so delicate, yes, and for example, already very interesting in the colors, the duet, even Alfano duet, yes, because it's completely another composer, you hear this cut, but even though we have to make this beautiful, and it's so interesting also orchestration, when for example all the instruments, the orchestra is playing pianissimo, but the harp is playing fortissimo, or all the colors like sul ponticello to make misterioso in the first act, where the shadows of died prince appears to Calàf, or for example this Chinese colors with gong. Puccini was very interested. During the composing this, he contacted ambassador of China, and he listened to particular and original melodies to put this in the score. So it's everything inside, and it's a big pleasure, first of all, to work with Metropolitan Opera Orchestra. I have to say, it's my favorite opera orchestra in the world. They are so sensitive, and they are so prepared, and they are so brilliant musicians, that you really feel every moment that they do everything to support the stage, and they are never thinking about themselves, but always about the entire and full result. And the reaction is just incredible. And yes, and this is our process to be together. I am always also watching, not only listening to the stage, but also watching, because I see they are moving, to give the space to breathe, because every singer depends also from his physical shape. Yes, and all together, but always think also about the entire dramaturgy. For example, when Roberto is taking time for his fermata to move after he finished, to move everything a little bit forward, to create again new dramatic wave, and so like this. And thank you very much. And also, of course, I have to mention choir, because it's also very important opera for chorus.
And backstage, of course, we have a very large children's choir, and at the end, a couple of saxophone players as well.
I would like to say something also about Oksana, because now, you know, I sing opera from 43 years, and I sang with many conductors. I can tell that because I tell that to her also. And it's very rare to have such a sensitive and effective conductor. Believe me, very rare, but it's a real pleasure to be conductor.
You're very lucky. I'm very blessed to bring this music to all of you. I have just one last question. Puccini died before he could finish this score. He laid down his pen after Liu's funeral cortege. We performed the Franco Alfano ending. Other opera companies are now recently performing other endings. What makes this Alfano ending still so effective, especially here in this house?
You mean the question? Because it's most traditional. It was finished, ordered by Toscanini, and it was completed after the death of Puccini. And how to say, maybe we are used to hear this, and have this ending has most tradition to be performed. Of course, after different other composers tried to do them version. So it's not perfect. It's also very dramatic for me, because I'm thinking Puccini wrote the most beautiful operas of 20th century, and it's like a big message to us, to our future, that keep this treasure, this love between people. In every opera he is creating a particular message about the relationship, about people who love each other, and he is like showing that we should think about this through his music, and it's touching every time.
That's beautiful. And of course, this ending ends with the theme of Nessun Dorma, which is so emotional. Well, speaking of endings, I believe it's time for us to wrap up. So I want to thank each one of you, Pei Chen, Liudmyla Monastyrska, Maestro Soprano Liudmyla, Roberto Alagna, Juliana Gregoria,